Let's take a deep breath together, in through the nose, expanding the belly, then the chest, then exhale slowly through the mouth. I've got 14 strategies to accelerate your recovery from protective sensations like anxiety, depression, chronic pain, chronic fatigue, gastric issues. There's a whole list of neuroplastic conditions where unconscious mind is creating sensations to protect you. And in order to have those sensations fade, we need to embrace them. So the first step to accelerate your recovery is to find a mentor, a coach, a friend, someone who understands what you're going through and can be a spiritual guide for you. So by spiritual guide, I mean lift your spirits. And also will have the wisdom to guide you through the different stages of recovery from these neuroplastic conditions. On my own journey, I had multiple mentors and friends. Some of my best friends early on my journey were people who were Hellwalkers. And I am now a Hellwalker. A Hellwalker is someone who's walked through hell, who understands the flames, who knows the different paths through the blazing mountains, and who can laugh in the devil's face. So traditional modern medicinal practitioners like physicians, most physicians, or chiropractors, acupuncturists, physical therapists with only a physical structural training, they are not going to be the people you want to choose to be your advocate and your coach and your guide on this journey. Those people, more often than not, are going to capitalize on your fear. So I experienced this on my own journey. And by capitalizing on your fear, they're going to tell you things like that you're broken, that there's something wrong in your spine, there's something wrong in your gut, there's something wrong structurally, that there's a structural cause. But with protection sensations, there's not a structural cause. There might be some structural wrinkles on the inside, as Dr. Sarno said, but in essence, what we're dealing with is just a pattern. Some say it's a neural circuit, a neural pathway. I prefer to look at it as protection from the unconscious mind. More protection than you need. So what do you look for when you're seeking a coach, a practitioner, someone who can uplift you, and someone who can cheer you on, someone who knows the journey, someone who knows hell and has walked through hell and is able to get you from the space where you are now to the space where they are, or maybe even to the next stage of your journey where you may have to work or want to work with a different guide. You may meet a friend who you can work with, or another coach who has a different way of working that makes sense. So my path, my way of working is primarily with rapid resolution therapy, and then a number of somatic practices that I've developed, which are similar and I would say next level or more advanced than the somatic tracking and pain reprocessing therapy. So those are the modalities that I work with. And you really want someone to not only guide you, but inspire you. So someone who's come through difficult, challenging stuff with great bravery. And that bravery is contagious. Just like fear is contagious, bravery is contagious. And you're going to be able to work with that person and get inspired. And that inspiration is going to just propel your recovery. It's amazing fuel. When your energy and the energy of someone who is holding space for you and who is committed to getting you where you want to go and has the skill to get you where you want to go, then your recovery is inevitable. And that's a beautiful thing. On my journey, I worked with a number of different practitioners. I had to shed, a number of doctors and a number of PTs and a number of negative practitioners who either had no clue and were trying to help according to their training, which was very limited. I even had well-intentioned physicians. One in particular said that he knew I was on the right path, but all he had to offer me were medications. Other practitioners may offer you surgeries or injections or those kinds of things. I would encourage you to not go that route, or if you're on that route, to shift to a brain-centered route, an unconscious mind-centered route. So when it comes to accelerating your recovery, find a coach, find a mentor, find a friend, find a community where you're going to pick up wisdom. The wisdom is going to be all around you. You're in a garden, you're walking through a jungle, a rainforest, and there's going to be amazing fruit. There's going to be amazing fungi. There are going to be amazing animals. There are going to be amazing plants. All of these are going to help you on your journey. But if you have a guide, the guide can say, don't pick that one up. That one is going to carry you backwards or knock you down. For example, you might want to work with a chiropractor who tells you there's something wrong in your spine, or that you're out of alignment, or you need to come in twice a week for the next 2 months. And in my experience, going down those routes of fear with those practitioners will either halt your progress or send you backwards. And I don't really look at, I really don't think about setbacks as setbacks, because you may have to go through those stages to really understand what you're dealing with. But try to find really high quality folks to surround yourself with, people who really care about you and love you and have the skill and have the patience and have the attitude that there's everything right with you, that you're whole, that you're healthy, that you're safe, and you're going to make it. You are going to make it. Your recovery is inevitable.